You're going into your organization wanting to address, a challenge, whether it's better analytics or being able to enable ABM. Obviously, like when you're needing a data solution, what heartstrings are you pulling to get those types of, things approved?
Right, it's creating that business case. And, a lot of times, the executive leadership wants to see, well, if you buy this solution, how much more revenue am I going to get? And that's a really challenging question to answer because mobs, we're an accelerant, right? We don't make the phone calls. We don't book the meetings. We don't create the campaigns, but we have to make the justification because typically in a lot of things, we own the tech stack, the investment, and the bill that does that. In an ideal case, I can make the business case by calculating on FTE, so full-time employee time, translating efficiencies, right? The number of hours. So I brought in a solution where before we were manually doing it. So that was like, well, we have to do this, because it's harder because it's like, well, either we have the data or we don't, so it's really hard to translate to revenue numbers. But if, and in many cases from the executive leadership team, they want to see hard and fast numbers. And that's where partnering with the sales team, like someone on the sales side where, okay, and you have to do, it's really back of the envelope calculations, right? Where it's like, okay, if we were able to increase meeting conversion rate by X%, right? Because like say you have to dial 100 phone calls to make, X number of meetings to hit your goal. If we were able to provide this data and this data, I need sales and BDR feedback to say, if I was able to provide you this and this and this, what could your meeting booking rate percentage change? People don't realize is that people are so focused on the funnel and like they're trying to get more out of the revenue. And what they do is they just pour more stuff up top, right? I need more revenue. So I'm just going to pour more stuff at the top, 2x the amount of stuff at the top. Unless you've played with an Excel model, which I have one, where you change a middle funnel piece by 1%, tiny. It is many times more effective than 2 or 3x the increase in the top of funnel. And it's just straight math. It's just straight math.
I'm a believer. I've gone into many a management meeting with that same message.
I have an Excel spreadsheet. I'm like, here's the math. Let me show you. And then I back it up with partnering with the BDRs and partnering with the leaders of sales and inside sales and saying, how do I increase this 1%? If I gave you this, so you can have better conversations, and then let's pilot it. Let's get the hard data with like 1 or 2, reps that work in partnership. That's going to help me champion it from the sales and the marketing side together, right? And then show the data where if I provide this data, this data, this data, or hey, we have duplicates. This is obscuring 20% of the revenue that I may or may not be getting. I don't know.